Hello everybody, and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some Final Fantasy VII Remake, and we're going right into the end game, baby. Crossroads of Destiny. I have no idea what to expect, just like everybody else, so let's do it, I suppose.
Cloud, we should go. If we wait any longer, I don't know. Cloud, we should go.
So if we go through that thing, there's no coming back. I don't know what kind of freedom we're buying, but I know it'll cost us. So if we go through that thing, there's no coming back.
Is it our destiny to defy destiny? It's an interesting question. Will there be whispers on the other side? Is it our destiny to defy destiny?
Thank you, Cloud. Whatever happens, we'll be okay, as long as we stick together. Thank you, Cloud.
Okay.
Ready?
Hold on, there's one thing that I need to do. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so you got a cure, you've got a cure, you've got prey, and you should have a cure. Good. Now, Tifa, what am I going to give you in lieu of that? Do another time, that way we can haste a little bit more. Alright. We're gonna go in with that.
Ready?
You bet.
Never tried to challenge destiny.
This could well be her last line of defense. It won't be easy. Let's go.
I have many questions, many of which I don't think will be answered in this game, but maybe.
Wouldn't be the first time I spit in Destiny's eye. Whether you can see the seams or you can't, doesn't change that she's always trying to have it her way. Daddy's coming home real soon, honey.
Barrett, you're the best. What a dude. The singularity.
Don't know about you, but looks normal to me.
Over there!
Look how good that looks. What in the hell am I looking at right now? Ladies and gents, I think we're about to kill the manifestation of destiny. What the hell? Oh, this is cool. I love me some ridiculous, like, no physics anime bullshit. Love that. Love it to death.
Happy to see me?
Physics are no fun. Let's get rid of
So
it.
that thing. That's a whisper too, huh?
Looks a lot more like an arbiter of fate than the others.
We can beat them.
Cool.
Bring it on!
Do that.
Okay, so we got Viridi, Rubrum. Oh, the Harbinger over. I didn't even know that was a thing. And Croseo. Unable to read. So we can't. Ooh, they do have absorbed elements, so we're gonna have to be careful of that, which is probably gonna be the most important for Tifa because I think she has fire imbued fists right now. It's either fire or blizzard, I'm not sure which. I think right now it's fire. Immune to just about everything and a lesser resistance to silence. An entity from a future timeline that has manifested in the present day. It fights with a sword to protect the future that gave shape to it. An entity from a future timeline manifested in the present day fights with guns to protect the future that gave shape to it. So these are entities that are manifesting us in a way. Fights barehanded to protect the future that gave shape to it. So they're almost like whispers of our individual fates in a way, maybe? I think is maybe what we're supposed to read into that. Okay, what about you? An accretion of whispers, the so-called arbiters of fate. The creatures appear when someone tries to alter destiny's course. They are connected to all the threads of time and space that shape the planet's fate. Immune to everything. I'm guessing after we kill these, maybe that'll change? Ow.
Here we go.
we hit him? I couldn't see if we hit him. Seems like his attacks are just timed in such a way that if you do a full combo, he's able to get you before you can block.
Come on, that ain't fair.
Run! Come on.
We gotta go!
Just go!
Shit! Look out! Oh, run, damn it, run! Move your ass!
So I'm going to pose one question that I've been wondering myself. These are the Arbiters of Fate coming from the live stream. But who might be in charge of the live stream? Who might be... I'm just going to pose that question. Yeah. Aww. I shouldn't even do that.
Take the lead.
God damn it.
All set.
Hang back.
Come on.
I'm ending this.
Damn it!
We gotta get out of here now!
Oh shit. That's one of his resistances, right? Now Tifa. Yeah, she is reduced. Okay, that's what I wanted to check.
Yeah. Don't think you'll walk away from this. Hang in there. Hurry on. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Did we do it?
1/3 down.
Hang on! Aerith!
Oh my god, are they doing this right now?
What the hell did I just see?
A glimpse of tomorrow if we fail here today.
Are they canonizing the I'm not going to say anything because I need to save that for once we've beaten the game and I can go into a spoiler section where people who don't want to talk about the original don't have to be there.
Damn it! How do we stop these things?
Well, the big one is way over there. However,
These guys are right here. Bring it. Don't overdo it.
About damn time! Come on!
No more playing nice.
Don't play you back too far.
Gotta give it my all.
Let's probably finish him off.
Gotta love it.
Is he not technically dead?
Take him down.
Say your prayer.
I've got this.
Nice, okay. Dude, Barrett's hurting a little bit right now. He just got a bunch of health back for some reason.
Feeling pumped up now?
Taking over.
Guess it's my turn.
Back in it.
Got a whole heap of lads with your name on it. Or on the bag.
Nice.
Let's get this over.
Okay, probably gotta go over to our ladies now.
This can't be our future.
I think I'm starting to get a better picture now.
The future is always a blank page.
Them again? Least they could do is give us a little breather.
I say we split up. Take them down at the same time.
In that case, Ultra Big Boy's all mine.
All right, Barrett.
Bring it on, bitch. Take the lead.
Let me handle
That is not the one you should be attacking.
it. Here goes.
Whoa! It's like a freaking Bahamut. What are you? Whisper Bahamut. Haha!
We can do this together. Come on.
It's on you.
I got this.
You know what? I need to assess you.
Get him.
I also need to heal and so many other things.
Allow me.
Okay. Whisper Bahamut. Bahamut, as formed by the coalescence of 3 whispers, Whisper Rubrum, Veridi, and Croseo. Unable to read, a lot of immunities, and yeah, okay. No weaknesses to name, but also, hey, no resistances to any elements anymore, so that's good. You cure yourself.
Duty calls.
Ooh, that's gonna be bad. Mega Flare? You kidding? Wow, we're lucky we're not dead.
Be careful.
Still working. Here he comes. One more shot. Heads up. Bring it. This one's for you. Okay, let's go.
Wow, got him. Okay.
There! Bring him! Don't think you'll walk
Okay, this
away
is
from
not the
this.
one you should be attacking.
Let it go! To the limit and beyond!
You hit that guy.
One more shot! That's it!
It's over.
Go for it!
Figures how much to shoot.
Nice, Barrett.
nothing personal. Barrett, down.
Someone finish this! Ah, shit.
Isn't level 50 max? So we're not even that close at level 38. We got 12 more levels to go, man.
Did we beat him? Think so.
Barrett! Now's the chance!
Ain't no stopping
That's
us
it.
now.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Don't show that. Haha, nice, Aerith. I think we broke space-time.
Where are we?
I'm waiting, Cloud.
What the hell is this?
This is... Sephiroth.
Gosh, that's so cool. Oh yes. This is solo?
Let's finish this.
Okay. Oh, that music. Okay, am I set up to do this? Got my cure. I don't need to cure all. Maybe what I'll do is... Well, just in case it turns into a larger fight with the rest of the party, I'm not going to take that off. Yeah, let's just leave it.
Fate is not to be taken lightly, Cloud.
Shut up!
Are you dreaming of me?
Best do it right.
Okay, so he has resistances to most elements here, no weaknesses, and pretty much immune to all status ailments.
I see. Enjoy. This won't take long.
Come, Cloud.
Let's hustle. No holding back.
Let's get a regen on.
Right.
Have we forgotten already?
Let's get this over with.
Nice.
I'm in.
Oh, it's gonna take too long. That's okay.
The planet will claim you. The weakness within.
Nice, got it in time.
All good.
Frighten you?
Oh, I thought I got the block in time.
Let's get this over with. Let's do this.
Cool, so you can get him out of his big magic attacks by hitting him. That's good to know. Did I assess him? Oh yeah, I did. Aerith? Yeah, girl.
Did you miss me?
I did miss you.
Not really.
Oh, rude.
It's tough.
Yeah, so what? Screw him.
Ha!
Beg for forgiveness.
Put a barrier on Aerith.
Come on.
Wow.
Going all out. Let's dance, asshole.
Whoa. Oh, this music is...
I see you. Floppy. You're done.
Get him! This one's for you!
Nice.
Buckle up!
I need to inject this music into my veins. Oh my god. Hell yeah.
Tifa!
Hey girl.
What I missed.
Let's go.
Oh, the memories.
Get ready.
Wait! Just go away!
I see.
I'll take care of you. There, go on! I got this.
Okay, let's get some people off of him for a hot second. What was I just about to do? That's right. Let's cast a regen on everybody.
Gotcha!
Beg for
Bingo!
What are you doing, girl?
Yeah! Get him! Let's go!
got a fire infusion. That may mean he's weak to ice right now.
Counting on you.
Where are you going, girl?
Bring it on. Get him.
I'll be fine. So it's my turn?
I got it. Pay attention. Whatever.
More to endure. Let's do this. No more compromise.
Okay, let's go. There.
Enjoy it.
Just go away. No more games. It's over. Bingo. There. One more shot. Good luck.
I'll take care of them. Why don't you lead the way?
Stay back.
Ride for me.
Come on.
Bring it.
I think he just got his ice infusion, didn't he? Hey, it wasn't reduced. Okay.
Thanks for that.
Come on, boy.
Bring it.
Here we go.
This one's for you.
It's over. Deal with that.
I'll show you what I can do. Stay strong, okay?
Bingo.
Do you dream of me?
Bring it. No holding back.
Oh, how did that not count?
Anytime.
Don't catch a cold. Go on.
Don't overdo it.
Let me handle this. You're up.
I'll take care of them. It's your turn.
Let's do this. Take the lead.
I got
That's it. On you. Here goes. Why don't you lead the way?
Take it over.
That wasn't
Where'd he go?
Whatever.
Pray for me.
pretty weak.
Here you go, girl.
Let's dance, asshole!
Oh, nice, we got him. At least phase 1. Let's see if we have the 10 phases that we get in all JRPGs.
Welcome back.
Music.
We can do this. We can. We can change it. Make it right.
Oh, girl! Okay, notice he's controlling these things right now. Okay, my suspicions are a little bit confirmed with that. Okay. I mean, it's not confirmed as cleanly as I would like it, but I definitely have some suspicions going on about who is controlling fate there. Well, that was fucking cool. Huh! Yes. Dude. Seriously? Damn.
Careful now. That which lies ahead does not yet exist. Our world will become a part of it one day, but I will not end. Nor will I have you end.
This is...
The edge of creation. Cloud, lend me your strength. Let us defy destiny together.
Never.
Damn, Cloud.
Not yet. Seven seconds till the end. Time enough for you, perhaps. But what will you do with it? Let's see.
Mr. Vice President.
Mr. President. That's right.
Heidegger, you're in trouble, man. Fucked up on the first day.
Wait. Was that all of them? Hey, Cloud. Did you see that?
Here.
Thank you.
Come again?
Marlene?
Honey!
She's still so damn cute.
Daddy?
Marlene! I'll come back.
So, what now?
Sephiroth. As long as he's still out there.
I thought you beat him.
We can. We will. Count me in.
If it's to be a hunt, you could use a nose like mine.
too. Bastard wants to destroy the whole planet, doesn't he? An enemy of hers is an enemy of Avalanche.
Almost there, Cloud. We're almost there.
I miss it. The steel sky.
I would be lost, drifting alone, floating up high, time after time, and there you'd be, shining brightly.
Alright, ladies and gents, looks like we made it to the end. Now the question on many of your minds is probably how I'm taking the ending. For those of you who know the original, and for those of you who don't, maybe some of you are probably confused. I don't feel like this game answered a lot of questions that it posed to newcomers. It did give us old school people, the ones who played the original, a lot to think about. It's interesting because not that much has to change in the future games. In other words, what I mean is that they've created a framework where they have the freedom to make many more changes in the game, but they can still follow the basic framework. They can still follow all the same main plot points, but then they've given us this added layer of this destiny thing that they're kind of playing around with. And I'm not really sure what it all means in the grand scheme of things, but it is interesting to think about. And many will argue, and I might partially agree, that what they are proposing with this destiny thing could alter the original themes in quite some major ways. There are some really hard-hitting themes that are really drawn to home in the original that could be changed quite a bit with this game. And with this game being canon, non-canon, an alternate reality, I don't know. Obviously it's some kind of alternate reality because it is very different from the original, and they're definitely making room for them canonically to kind of break away from the original game in whatever way they see fit. I think that's their reasoning for doing some of these changes. I don't think they were necessary, so to speak, but frankly, when it comes down to it, the gameplay in this game was incredibly good. Very, very good. That battle system, solid. The way that they fleshed out characters, incredibly solid. I would probably argue that taking away the importance of some of the deaths from the original, Biggs and Wedge. We don't have any confirmation on Jessie, whether she could be alive too for all we know. But Biggs and Wedge are alive. They died when that plate crashed down. They completely died. And I don't know, tragedy played a big part in the themes of the original. So obviously they're veering away from that, and that's going to rub a lot of people the wrong way. I'm not necessarily going to bash on it yet, because basically where I land on that whole argument is that, yes, the original had its own themes and its own story to tell, and it was incredibly good, and the message at the very end was incredibly good. So amazing, and just so cohesively important. But what if this game has its own message to say, and it's just as good or just different? It can be just different. It doesn't have to be the same. It doesn't have to be as good, but it may have a different message that it wants to get across throughout its entirety, and it may completely nail it by the end. So yeah, I'm going to definitely reserve judgment until I see it in its entirety. All I can say is that the presentation of this game was top-notch. Absolutely stellar. The recreation of these classic locations and these classic characters just killed it. The voice acting, English VA, stellar. Sometimes it isn't as stellar in, some Japanese games that come over and get, translated. This one absolutely just destroyed it. I can't think of anybody really that was a bad performance. I'm sure somebody will disagree with me on that, but especially all the main characters, I felt like they all fit. When I first heard Red XIII, I always expected him to have even a deeper voice than what he had, but I actually like the voice actor that did it. And I think that like him being this young wolf, sort of wolf-tiger hybrid sort of deal, whatever he is, it fits. That voice totally fits because he is actually young amongst his species. So, yeah, I don't know. But I really liked this game. I am a little bit at a loss for some of the things that happen at the ending. But overall, I can see the framework and I can see the ideas behind it. Now is a point where I would like to maybe talk a little bit about some spoiler things that draws in some of the things that I know from the original beyond what this game showed us. So if any of you don't want to hear any of that stuff, you may want to leave now, because I'm going to be talking about some things from the original game that I'm just going to draw a little bit from that and talk about some things that are major spoilers from that game. So this is your last warning. Leave now. Spoilers are starting in 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, so the big one. What Sephiroth is, what his end goal is, all of that stuff. So in the original game, by the end, you kind of find out that, Cloud, he's been, basically kind of like soaked in Mako and with Genova cells, and has been experimented on. This is what leads him to kind of have an identity crisis, but also what ties him to Sephiroth in some major ways with the Genova cells. And basically, Sephiroth has some power over Cloud. So we have all of these other experiments, these numbered experiments, 43, we saw what was the other number? There was like a 43, which I think was the guy that we met at the beginning of the game. But then we had another one there at the end of the game, another numbered character. But anyways, so these numbered characters are other experiments that failed. And Cloud was also deemed a failure by Hojo. Turns out, he may have been the only one that worked properly, although some of them are working semi-properly. Basically, it's this idea of reunion, all of those Genova cells coming back together to try and take over the planet, summon Meteor, etc., etc., etc. But Sephiroth is trying to help Genova achieve that plan, right? And so Sephiroth, he is basically within the life stream. And we're told that these whispers are agents of destiny, so to speak, from the life stream. But he is corrupting the life stream. He is currently in the life stream, controlling all of these numbered experiments, as well as having some control over Cloud of varying degrees. That's what these flashes are. These flashes are part, Mako poisoning and his identity crisis with Zack, and it's partially power that Sephiroth can have over him. So, we see these moments where he kind of loses control a little bit, partially Sephiroth, partially this Mako poisoning that's happening that's messing with his brain a little bit. But could he also have control over destiny in that way? If he has control of the life stream and it's the life stream's will and this destiny that Sephiroth is trying to shape, then he's trying to get that ending where Meteor succeeds, all life on Earth ends, etc., right? So I'm kind of just asking the question of, are those still agents of Sephiroth? Are they agents of the life stream? And why would the life stream want to stop our party from saving the planet? Now, it can be argued that the ending of the original game it was definitely left open up until Advent Children, right? But a lot of people like to just ignore Advent Children and act like the ending of Final Fantasy VII and Dirge of Cerberus and all the other things that happen after the original game. And they like to look at the ending as sort of this option, right? You can look at it any way you want. Either Midgar failed and the world and humanity are in a much better place, and greenery and life can return back to the Earth, Gaia, or that Meteor in some way succeeded and all of humanity was lost, but the world gets to continue living on, right? So it's kind of like this bitter ending. So, this changing of destiny asks the question, are we changing that destiny, the one where all of humanity is wiped out? Are we changing the destiny that Sephiroth may be trying to create that we didn't actually see in the original game? If so, then the game going forward may not actually be that different after all. They may have just added this extra layer of destiny of what, Sephiroth was trying to accomplish. In other words, basically these whispers are agents of Sephiroth and the destiny that he wants to see come to fruition, which is for him to succeed, gather Jenova back, Meteor crashes to Earth, destroys everything, and Jenova can then go on to head towards its next planet to take care of it as well, right? That would be Jenova's will, Sephiroth's will, etc. So, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot to think about. But basically the bottom line is that I don't think that the main framework of the original game and the next ones going forward is going to change all that much. And what I feel like is going to happen, a lot of people are like, oh, but how are they going to do the overworld? How are they going to do this? How are they going to do that? They're not going to do that. They probably won't have an overworld. Most likely it's going to be broken up into chapters similar to like this is, and we're going to jump from location to location. In other words, we'll jump to places like Cosmo Canyon. We don't necessarily have to maybe we'll do the ice caverns on the way. Maybe we'll do some of these things and they'll be linked in some way, kind of in a similar way that these sectors were linked together. But I don't think we're going to get the overworld that some people seem to think that they're going to get in these games. It's not going to happen. I can't see it happening. I highly doubt that will happen. So most likely is we will be kind of like connected to these different areas through, specific locations that are in the original game. But I think it's going to be a little bit more truncated than this game was, where things were expanded a lot more. The next games I feel like are going to maybe jump from location to location a little bit more. And from what I saw in this game, they'll probably find a good way to link them all together. And because they've created the framework of change in this game, it gives them the freedom to really tie them together in a way that makes a lot more sense within the framework that they're going to be able to work with. So, I don't know. I foresee a lot of different things happening there, but it's interesting to think about nonetheless. So, yeah. Overall, I really liked this game. The battle system's really good. It just goes to show that the materia system was always good. I'm sick of people coming out and saying that the materia system is too basic. It's not. It's really, really good, and it's really deep and interesting. I've always loved the materia system. It's just a really solid system. So yeah, I really like the way that they adjusted it for the live action, real-time battle system that they're implementing here. Yeah, it was awesome. Now, I do want to know what everybody else thinks, because obviously there's going to be a lot of different opinions about what's going on in this game. So, I'd love to hear them all. The good, the bad, the ugly, everything in between. I want to hear it. Because overall, I am incredibly positive. I would be lying if I said that there wasn't some worry. But the fact that this game is so solid throughout, and the production quality is so high throughout, I'm hopeful. I'm incredibly hopeful. And I don't need it to be exactly the same as the original. And there are things thematically that I will be kind of sad if they change, major things coming later. but I think I'm willing to allow that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm willing to forgive it for being different, because, I mean, I've always been one of those people that's like, even if it changes things, something that I loved in the past, I always have that original in the past, and that game is still great, and that game is still a complete, solid experience. I played it just last year. Go watch it if you haven't yet, but yeah, great game. Always will be. Nobody can take that from me. So even if this doesn't always land home for me and what it tries to do in the future, I'm just happy to have it, honestly. So yeah, I think I'm overall pretty positive and I'm pretty hopeful for the future. So there is a little bit of worry, but for the most part, I think that even if it drops the ball in some ways, I think that it will still be an incredibly enjoyable experience going forward. But yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and stop talking now and let this finish out. If there is an end credits scene or something, I will be back to give my thoughts on that. So yeah. Let's go ahead and end it there. By the way, go and watch my original playthrough of the original game on the Nintendo Switch. There is a full playthrough of it, so go check it out. Okay. No end credits scene. So let's take a look at how this works. Chapter selection has now been unlocked. Open the main menu and access System Chapter Selection to replay any chapter from the beginning using your current characters, weapons, and materia. Cool. This is a great way to tackle uncompleted quests, find story elements you missed the first time through, and more thoroughly explore Midgar. Well, that's cool. Hard difficulty. Hard difficulty is now unlocked and can be selected by going to chapter selection and playing one of the chapters. In this difficulty, items cannot be used, and only HP is restored at rest spots. However, certain manuscripts are only available in this difficulty setting. Okay, items cannot be used, only HP is restored at rest spots, so not MP. Oh god. However, certain manuscripts are only available in this difficulty setting, so the manuscripts as in like the SP things? I'm guessing that's what it means. Okay, cool. A record of your adventure can be viewed from System, Play Log in the main menu. The log contains information from battle records to story branches. Other new features, bonus experience and AP. You will now earn twice as much experience and 3 times as much AP. New combat simulator. A new combat simulator has become accessible from Hojo's lab. To test it out, select Chapter 17 from Chapter Selection. Weird. Interesting. And skipping the bike minigame. The bike minigame can now be skipped from the pause menu. Alright. Well, I suppose we should save this. Now, for those of you who left during spoilers and maybe are jumping back in right here, I did just want to mention my overall thoughts on the game. I really enjoyed it. They did change a lot. In the end, they're definitely making some differences that are veering off. I think that the framework going forward is going to remain the same from the original still. Well, not quite, but I think major plot points are still going to happen in a similar order, and we're going to be going through those locations in a similar way, seeing a lot of those same locations that we do in the original game. So they've given themselves the room to make changes, but they're still going to go down a certain story path that we all know and love. And yeah, overall, I'm pretty hopeful for the future. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't just slightly worried about some of the things that they have hinted at or changed. But overall, I'm incredibly happy. This game was incredibly fun to play, and I'm pleased. So I do want people to comment about their opinions. Please do mark spoilers if it goes beyond what this game covers. That way we can still at least talk about it, but people that don't want to see those things will be warned about it before reading your comments. So yeah, I mean, thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Go and check out my Final Fantasy VII on the Nintendo Switch playthrough that I did last summer. And yeah, I'm still deciding if I'm going to do a hard playthrough of this or not. So keep your eyes out. Maybe there will be a hard playthrough of the game coming in the future, but I haven't fully decided on that yet, so I'll keep you all posted. Have a good one. Bye.